Okay, so now we are live. So Mataji, so when you are ready, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. 1 second. Just जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण प्रभु
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautiful kirtan. Very
थैंक यू प्रभु
nice. Thank you so much. Okay, so we shall move to the next part. Is the Mangalacharan prayers. Um, Swarup Prabhuji, would you like to do the Mangalacharan prayer? Mangalacharan.
Sure, Prabhu. I'll just park my car, so that's fine. I can do it. Still, I can do it. No problem.
You want me to share the lyrics?
If you can, please.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji. So when you're ready, you kindly start with the Mangalacharan prayers.
Okay. So, you want me to do the Vandeham Sri Guru Priyata or the whole thing, Prabhu?
The whole Om Ajnanti Mirandasya, all Sanskrit parts.
Prabhu, I'm not very good in this one. So, uh,
Yes, sure, Prabhu, you can try.
Om, Om, Agana Tiviradhasya Ganarjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitan Yana Tasmai Sri Guruve Namo Sri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sapatam Yana Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vande Ham Sri Guru Sri Yota Pada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Sa Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathvitanam Tam Savijivam Sadvitam Savadhutam Parigyana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Saha Gana Lalita Sri Vishaka Hanvitam Sa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavanu Sute Devi Narayani Haripriye Hare Krishna Vanchakalpa Taruvasya Sa Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschaita Desha Tarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Adaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice. You have done very beautifully, Prabhuji. Mangalas and prayers.
Krishna.
Okay, so we shall move to the. So today is the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So before we go into teachings of Lord Chaitanya, just yeah, also offer a little bit of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prayers. Okay, so this is from the Chaitanya Charitamrita. वन्दे गुरून्नीश भक्तान् ईशम् ईशावतारकान् तत्प्रकाशां च तज्जक्तिः कृष्णचैतन्यसंज्ञकम् वन्दे श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य नित्यानन्दसहोदितौ गौडोदये पुष्पवन्तौ चित्रौ सेन्दौ तमोनुदौ यद्द्वैतं ब्रह्मोपनिषदितरप्यतनुभा यात्मन्तर्यामि पुरुष इति सोषांशविभवः षडैश्वर्यः पूर्णो येह भगवान् स स्वयम् अयं न चैतन्यात् कृष्णात् जगति परतत्त्वं परमिह अनर्पितचिरीं चिरात् करुणयावतीर्णः कलो समर्पयितुम् उन्नतोज्ज्वलरसां सुभक्तिश्रियं हरिः पुरटसुन्दरद्युतिकदम्बसन्दीपितः सदा हृदयकन्दरे स्फुरतु वासिकीनन्दनः राधाकृष्णप्रणयविकृतिह्लादिनी शक्तिरस्मात् एकात्मनावपि भुवि पुरा देहभेदं गतौ तौ चैतन्याख्यं प्रकृतमधुना तद्भयं चैक्यमात्रम् राधा भावद्युतिसोलितं नौमि कृष्णस्वरूपम् श्रीराधायाः प्रणयमहिमा कीदृशो वा नयैव स्वाध्यायेनाद्भुतमतिरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीयहं सौख्यं चास्य मदनुभवतः कीदृशं वेत्ति लोभात् तद्भावाढ्यः समजनि शचीगर्भसिन्धु हरीन्दुः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपास्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः कृष्णवर्णं कृष्णं साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपाशितं यज्ञैः सङ्कीर्तनप्रायैः यजन्ति सुमेधसः सुव सुवर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो वराङ्गश्चन्द्रनाङ्गदी सन्न्यासकृत्य महाशान्तो निष्ठा शान्तिः परायणः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरम् श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे बालोऽपि यदनुग्रहात् तरेन्नानमतग्राह व्याप्तं सिद्धान्तसागरं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे यत्पादाश्रीवीरितः सङ्गृणात् आकरव्रातात् अज्ञः सिद्धान्तसन्मणिम् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय हरे कृष्ण okay so hare krishna dear devotees thank you for kindly joining okay so hare krishna Gauringi Mataji
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam Hallelujah Shri Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so we have been discussing in the teachings of Lord Chaitanya TLC chapter 14. Chapter 14 is the ecstasy of the Lord and his devotees. So in the last session, Radha Seka Mataji was explaining about the relationship of conjugal love, or there are two divisions of the ecstasies experienced in the relationship of the conjugal love. One is the sambhoga, that is the meeting, and another one is the vipralambha, separation. On the sambhoga platform, the ecstasies are unlimited, and on the vipralambha platform, they are four in number. So that the ecstasy exhibited before the lover and beloved meet, the ecstasy experienced between them after meeting, the state of mind experienced by not meeting, and the state of mind experienced after meeting but fearing separation are called vipralambha. These are the four are part of the vipralambha in always separation. So out of this, ecstasy exhibited before the lover and beloved meet. So before meeting the lover and beloved. So that is before meeting, and the ecstasy experienced between them after meeting. So once meeting has happened, and then after that. So that kind of ecstasy. So remembering the past times, oh, we have met this. It's likewise after meeting and before meeting, I'm going to meet, but it has not yet met yet. But these are the ecstasies before and after. And then the state of mind experienced by not meeting. So, for example, we are here in the very far away country. Just I wanted to meet somewhere in India with our beloved ones, and we are not able to meet. So it's been so many years. So this is all always thinking that I have been separating from my parents, my beloved ones. So likewise, always thinking of them. That is of the state of mind experienced by not meeting. This is the third state. And the state of mind experienced after meeting but fearing separation are called vipralambha. So after meeting but fearing separation. So just like Radha Sevaka Mataji was describing that whenever Radha Rani meets Krishna, and though Krishna is next to her and experiencing all the nice ecstasies in the Sambhoga, but at the same time she also have got tears in her eyes, that thinking that Krishna may leave, that is the fearing the separation, that's the called Vipralambha. So that Vipralambha serves as the nourishing element for future meetings. nourishing element for future meetings. So that means, so now if Krishna leaves now, so I will not be happy again when he would come back. That is nourishing element for the future events, future meetings. And when the lover and beloved meet all of a sudden and embrace one another, they feel an ecstasy of happiness. And the state of mind they experience in that ecstasy is called the sambhoga. This is the meeting point. And according to the situation, sambhog ecstasy is also known by 4 names. This is the Sankshipta, Sankirna, Sampanna, Samriddhiman. So such symptoms are also visible during the dreams. So sometime, for example, if we see in the Usha Aniruddha, so in that meeting of Usha and Aniruddha, Usha is the daughter of Banasura, and Banasura is the son of Bali Chakravarti, and Banasura is the devotee of Lord Shiva, and Banasura has got a very beautiful daughter. Her name is Usha, and once upon a time when she was sleeping in her room, and she was dreaming, and in that dream, Aniruddha was coming. Aniruddha's qualities and the form, it is similar to Krishna's. And so he was in that dream and he was embracing her, and then in so many ways she was doing in such a way Usha was experiencing. Later on, she wanted to meet the Aniruddha. So this, and then later on, Usha has got a friend, Chitralekha, and then understanding the dreams of Usha and also desire of Usha. So in order to identify who is the person that has come into the dream of Usha, in such a way, Chitralekha, he has done so many beautiful personalities she is aware of. She has done Krishna picture, Balarama picture, and then Indra picture, or likewise so many the kings, different kings. At that time, Pradyumna picture, and then whenever Krishna picture was drawn, Usha was trying to identify, but symptoms are there, but not the right person. And also Pradyumna is coming in error, but not the same person. And whenever she has seen the Aniruddha's picture, yes, this is the person. He has come into my dream. So those feelings were experienced. So this is why such symptoms are visible during the dreams. Sankshipta, Sankirna, Sampanna, Samruddhiman. So these are all under according to situation. Sambhog ecstasy also known as. So these are all Sambhoga. And initially he has in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explaining that Sambhoga platform, the ecstasies are unlimited because here meeting of the persons, two personalities. Okay, this was briefly described in the last session, and then we are going further in the next. This is the one to this week we are going to see. Hare Krishna, Radha Sekar Mataji, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna Prabhu, Pranam everyone, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Would you like to? Are you ready, Mataji, to?
Yeah. Um. So
Okay, so I'll stop sharing.
last,
This is.
sorry, I can't. I'm not sure why I can't hear you very well. One moment.
Uh, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, it might be my volume. No, my volume is high.
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear you. We can hear you, Radha Sevika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I can hear Gayatri
Yes,
Mataji better than I can hear Amol Prabhu.
Yes.
yes,
Mataji, we were
Mataji.
just, yes, we are recapping the last session's thing about the
Okay.
Sambhog and Vipralamba, just a recap. And
Yeah.
we did Kirtan and Mangalachan prayers, and then just a recap of the last session. So now today, this is the chapter 14, the mental states of experienced before meeting is called Purvaraga. This is where we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So should I take over from now?
yes, Mataji, please.
Okay. So the mental state experienced before meeting is called Purva Raga.
You wanted to share your screen or you want me to share?
No, can you please share? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
The obstacles that impede the meeting between the lover and the beloved are called mana or anga. When the lover and beloved are separated, the mental state experienced is called bharasa. Feelings of separation, which are present under certain conditions, even when lovers meet, are called love anxieties, prema vaichitya. Such love anxieties are exhibited in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.90.15 by Krishna's queens, who kept awake nights and watched him sleep. Afraid of being separated from Krishna, they talked amongst themselves about how they had been affected by his beautiful eyes and smile. So here again, we're talking more about, we're going deeper into this feeling of meeting and separation. And this mana, we often hear that Radharani has man and she gets angry, especially with Krishna. So in lots and lots of like the scriptures, it's mentioned where like she calls him certain names, and because she feels intense separation from him. Even if she's standing next to him, sometimes we see her tearful because she is thinking that Krishna is going to leave her anytime. So she experiences this anxiety of being separate from Krishna. Even though that she is him and he is her, she experiences that level of anxiety, and which leads on to so many other leelas. So even like we hear when she's speaking to Uddhava, when she's describing her anguish as Krishna has left Vrindavan, she starts talking to a bee. She makes like fun of, it's not fun, but she kind of like, she says even to the creepers and the trees that they're all colluding with Krishna. And she's in this state of being very like she has Krishna, but then, and even in the 10th canto, we see that when they're in the Rasa Leela, that when Krishna walks off with Radharani, and in that moment, just before the Gopi Gita is sung, we see that Krishna is with her, and as soon as she feels this emotion of this little bit of pride, even Krishna drops her. He leaves her kind of hanging, and he disappears. And it's this intense feeling, like you're just gonna have like it's you kind of like probably the luckiest person ever in the whole wide world, and all of a sudden you think you have something, but then it disappears. And the kind of mental anguish, she's crying when the other gopis see her, because she feels this kind of whirlwind of emotion. Like Krishna's there, he's kind of singled her out, but then at the same time he drops her. And Krishna actually says that he isn't looking for a business exchange. He leaves her because he wants her to increase her love for him. So in that separation, Krishna describes it as, it will intensify your love for me. The separation will intensify the love. Whereas the person that is experiencing the separation, they're obviously feeling a lot of anguish. And the fact that they're separated means that their thoughts, so like we're always told always think of Krishna and etc. But the gopis' plight is such that they are thinking we can't stop thinking about Krishna. We want to stop thinking about him, but we just can't stop thinking about him. It's like the mind is completely absorbed in Krishna. They can't help it. They talk about him, they sing about him, they dance about him, they do plays, they enact because in their heads they can't actually do anything other than Krishna. It's like they haven't got control. So it's the kind of opposite of, of human life. Like, we think about Krishna now and then, or we're reminded to think about Krishna. But in the state of the Rajvasis, especially the gopis, they actually say to Uddhava, our main problem is that we can't stop thinking about this Krishna. And this, again, this is the footsteps, and this is why we follow in the footsteps of the gopis of Vrindavan and Srimati Radharani, because they are teaching us how to be fixed, one-pointedly fixed on Krishna. Kansa, he's also fixed on Krishna, but he thinks of Krishna as, oh, he's my killer. Where is he? What's he doing? He's always meditating on Krishna, but in a negative way. But we want to meditate on Krishna in a favorable way. So we follow in the footsteps of Srimati Radharani, the gopis and the Rajvasis, and our gurus, because they're serving Srimati Radharani, and our guru is a representation of her mercy. So we follow in these footsteps because she's always experiencing this anguish, and I suppose that this anger that she feels is the frustration of, like, having something, but it's so close, but she just, she can't just quite, it just disappears when and the anxiety, it's like a sweet anxiety of kind of meeting the past times that constantly go on, and they're constantly evolving. And the thing about this mood is that these leelas are like, in the material world we hear about love stories or other stories or films, but everything has an end. There's nothing really, it's chewing the chewed, really. But in spiritual life, the leelas are going on, and they're ever evolving. There is no end to them. It's they continue. It's eternal. So their love is eternal. She's loved him since, day immemorial, and everything is part of their leela, and everything manifests from them also. So this this feeling of separation, and they are actually, like, we see that they are one, like we've spoke about this before, that they're one in two, and then in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu they both come back. So with that bhav of Srimati Radharani, and with Krishna's external appearance, and who he is, they form again as one. And through this Chaitanya Leela, we see that, especially during the end, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeling like this deep anxiety, and this deep separation, this deep love, this connection, always wanting to be with Jagannath, always wanting to pull the Jagannath Rath Yatra back to Vrindavan. And we see this, this lalasya, I think it's called lalasya, this greed for the Lord to bring him into our hearts. And these are some of the things that we can treasure. Like, we all have experience of doing the Jagannath Rath Yatra, and the pleasure that we get just from, like, serving the Lord in that way, or And then if we just like multiplied that by billions, gazillions, that we can only kind of understand how Srimati Radharani, you know, he's left and she's just pulling him back to Vrindavan, and this mood of, you know, come back to what we had. And it's this this golden period that they shared when Krishna was, you know, he had descended here on this earth to perform his leelas. So it's that memory of that time, you know, the kind of golden time for them. And then we also like this these queens of Krishna also, like Rukmini and Satyabhama and Kalindi and Jamvanti. So they, and all his other principal queens, that's their husband. And if the Lord is your husband, then again, that separation of that anxiety of like, where is my, you know, what if my husband goes out, or what if, you know, what if he doesn't come back, or he's, you know, he's gone to Hastinapur, or he's gone to this place, or he's gone to that place. That continuous, they're so lucky that they are his wives. So they cherish that moment where they're just absorbed in him. And there is this one story of like Arjuna also, like he goes to Dwarka one time, and he falls asleep, and everybody's actually watching him this time. And I think Narad Muni comes, and Rukmini, and I think one other queen, and they're so absorbed in watching Arjuna, because even in Arjuna's sleep, he's chanting the Lord's name. So everybody that comes into contact with Krishna is just completely attracted to him. It's like once they have Krishna, their attention doesn't kind of shift or deter from loving Krishna. And these are the things that obviously we can like kind of practice as well, like in the sense that we shouldn't, once we come into Krishna consciousness, or once we have these, you know, moments where we can share lila, or chant, or sing, or dance, or cook, or, you know, teach, or whatever it is, preach, our mind also needs to enter a state of being fixed, like the queens, like the gopis and gopas and Srimati Radharani. Our mind has to become fixed and completely, you know, it's a part of the process of devotional service also. So like sadhu anasa nivriti, sadhu sangha, ruchi, and there's a point where nishta, fixed, and it's having this one pointed direction towards the Lord. And it's not just in like certain activities that we do, but it's that focus, that main thing, that can we always bring Krishna to the front of our thought? Can we always act in a way which is Krishna conscious? Can we always do the right thing by Krishna? And clearly these, you know, everything is kind of magnetized towards him. And you know, it's about us also developing that similar mood of going not just deeper but sharper, deeper and sharper in our devotion, in thinking about Krishna, in meditating about him, and with such quality, constant quality. Because if something as wonderful as Krishna enters our life, we want to make sure that we protect that, because it's so easy get diverted. It's so easy to come away from it, or think about Krishna like maybe 1 minute per day, and the rest is just all whatever. But keep bringing it back to Krishna. Keep bringing it back to Krishna, and 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 that will help us to go deeper in our relationship with him. I think I'm going to end there. I'll just keep it short and sweet today. Is there anyone else that would like to add anything?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. So beautifully explaining the feelings of the Krishna's queens, who kept nityam nirikshamananam yadapi dvarakavokasam. So they're always nityam nirikshamananam yadapi dvarakavokasam. Navitrupinti drushaha shriyodhamangamachitam. So they're all never satiated looking the beauty of Krishna every moment. Navitrupinti drushaha shriyodhamangamachitam. And they are like yadapi dvarakavokasam. Yadhyapi parshvado rahogataha tasya tatapi tasyangri yugam navam navam pade pade kaviramit tatpada chalapya shrihi najahati karhichit. So these queens of Krishna, they're always, whenever they are holding onto the Krishna's lotus feet, they are feeling tatapi tasyangri yugam navam navam. They are feeling the rendering service. The lotus feet of Krishna is appearing very new. Every moment it is appearing to new to them. The service they are experiencing. So, pade pade kaviramit tatpada. How can they will be separating from the lotus feet of Krishna? So, such a way, we see the Dwaraka's pastimes. They wanted to keep Krishna in one side. Buddhama bhava pisunamala valguhasa. This is with so many of their expressions, they wanted to entangle Krishna in their embraces or in their love. Likewise, there is, but Krishna, he is Atmaram. He is self-satisfied. But those feelings of the Krishna's queens, they wanted to capture with their activities or different ways to keep him in their homes like that. So just wanted to share those things, a few verses I was remembering them, those pastimes of Krishna's queens, and afraid of being separated from Krishna, they talked among themselves about how they had been affected by beautiful eyes and smile. This is again whenever Kapil Bhagavan says that तैर्दर्शिनि अवयवैः बुधार विलासहासेक्षितवामसूक्तैः कृतात्मनोकृतप्राणांशभक्तिः अनिचितो मे गतिम् अन्वयं प्रयुङ्क्ते. So my devotees, Taidarshini Avayavaihi Budhara, they're looking at the body parts of Krishna. Taidarshini Avayavaihi Budhara, Hasavalok and Vilasaha Sekshita Vama Suktehi. Vilasa Hasa Ikshita Vama Suktehi. And his laughings and then his beautiful words and statements. And the devotees take Pratatpana Huta Pranamsha Bhaktihi. They will lose their heart to Krishna. Pratatmano Huta Pranamsha Bhaktihi, along with their life and soul. Bhaktihi, which is a devotion towards Krishna. Anichito me gatim anviyam prayungte. So without knowing to themselves, without desiring, anichito me gatim anviyam prayungte. They will attain the ultimate destination. Very beautifully it explains. Whenever we are exchanging Hato Vibhutim Mama Maya Vinistam, there Rupani Divyani Varapradhani Sakam Vacham Spruhniyam Vadanti Sakam Vacham Spruhniyam Vadanti. In a favorably, they're always glorifying the Krishna's beauty, Krishna's words, Krishna's form, and everything. This is what Bhakti Kapilu Bhagavan was explaining. And those feelings we see here, and Smaimanam Abhijhaye, and his beautiful eyes. Okay, so many things that just remembering all those things. We was trying to share these things.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so there is next paragraph. It seems there is so many qualities. It is described characteristics.
Yeah, there's so many characteristics. But maybe we can do this next week because it's
Yes.
quite long.
Yes, Mataji. We'll cover in the next week. Those all there are very
It's quite long and it's Ram Navami next week, so it's quite nice to do it then.
yes, 50 qualities are there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Each quality will describe in the next week. Maybe we can request Gayatri Mataji and Swarup Prabhuji, Gaurangi Mataji, if they have got any experiences of this Purva Raga, and that is before meeting some kind of any experiences like this, to say any words about it. Pravasa experience is called Pravasa, mental state experience. Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, like the Purva Ragas, they are saying, obviously in the material platform we have experienced it. Like we, whenever we travel to India, like even before landing or booking the tickets itself, like, oh, we are going back to India, we will be meeting our parents, and everything that used to be so much excitement we used to have. But when it, as now we are also growing older and experiencing more spiritually, we are getting these things too. So when we go to here, as we always mention, we have a temple like Jagannath temple here, 1 hour away from our place. So whenever we plan that we are going to that temple, that excitement is completely different, Prabhu. Like we are going there as if we are going to Vrindavan. I have never been to Vrindavan, but every time we go there, we feel that we are at Vrindavan and seeing Krishna there, and Jagannath, um, Subhadra as well as Baldev. It is beautiful deities. After having Kirtan, Darshan and Prasadam, it's beautiful. And even before going, our mental state is completely different, Prabhu. And also after coming back, also we are still in that blissful, like all this, that Kirtan constantly ringing in our hearts. Like that night when we sleep also, we are always thinking of that Kirtan is constantly in the brain. And when we wake up, we unknowingly we are chanting that Kirtan, and it that is different, Prabhu. That is what I can, my feelings about this, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Hare
So you
Krishna.
explained Purva Raga and Pravasa both before going there and after coming home.
Yes.
Yeah, one is Pravasa, one is Purvaraga. Both you explained very nicely, Mataji. So those kirtans going on even while sleeping. Yeah, that is so nice.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Swarup Prabhuji, you wanted to share anything?
Sure, Prabhu. It's very similar to what Mataji described. So I go to the Krishna temple, the Bhaktivedanta Manor in Watford, um, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So these 4 days, like from Monday to Thursday, it's like for me almost like countdown. I'm counting down like hours, days that okay, when the Friday evening will come, I can finish work and um, and see Radha Gokulananda. And and then when Friday night I come back again, I'm looking forward to that Saturday. And sometimes I can go, but sometimes I'm not able to go on Sundays. But then when it comes to this thing, you almost feel that it's still that experience lingers on for some time, and then you get into the mood and of missing and again looking forward. Similarly, when I was there in Mayapur in beginning of March, I had the similar kind of an experience there also in Radha Gopinath's uh, deities. It is so powerful. It draws you so much, and when you leave, you almost feel a pang of separation. And then almost next, we want to get up at 4 o'clock, and we want to be there, for the first Arati. So very similar to what Mataji explained. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, very beautiful. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Those feelings that is sharing is so nice that you are experiencing when you're going into the temple, coming home, again thinking of it. Very nice. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Gaurangi Mataji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
would you like to share any of this, Mataji? So this is Purvaraga and Pravasa.
Purvaraja Pravasa Prabhuji.
Yes, Purvaraga. So it is the mental state experienced before meeting our beloved Lord, and then Pravasa is the mental state experienced after separation from the Lord, once we come out from the temples or meeting the devotees, like that.
Okay, Prabhuji. Mataji, what mentioned, I didn't hear properly. So I can hear, but I was busy. That's why I couldn't hear Mataji what she's saying. So Prabhuji mentioned now. So when I went to temple, then when we are always went to ISKCON temple, Radha Gokulananda and Soho temple. So we feel that is our house and that's our God, Lord Krishna. Then we feel very happy. And when we saw that is then so blissful, then is I feel when I went temple, then I met my mother and my family. Then God also very supreme power. But I feel that back at home, then I feel about when I have to come here. I feel that so soon I can go and meet again Radha Gokulananda or Lord Krishna Jagannath Baladev Sudamai or Sitaram Lakshman. So that one. Then also Gayatri Mataji mentioned about the uh, Vrindavan. She haven't been. So me as well. So when a devotee went to Vrindavan, then I heard that. Then so emotional. I never go there. That's why when I have to go, when Radharani calling me, I feel that. So then I went also Mayapur temple. So when I saw there Radha Madhava Ashta with Ashtasaki, so blissful and it's very first time I saw the deities, then I feel I went to heaven like that, Prabhuji. Then when I come back, so sad. That's Prabhuji, my experience. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So nicely explained those feelings. So, but here, especially it is mentioned between lover and beloved are called, these are the Purvaraga or the Mana and then Ravasa. Again, certain conditions, the feelings of separation. This is the Prema Vaichitya. So these are between the lover and beloved. So here, of course, there is Kama, Dvesha, Bhayat, Krodha, Yata, Bhakteshware, Manaha. Avesham Tadagam Hitva, Bhavaha Tadgatim Gataha. So many people in different relations, but especially when it comes to the loving, lover and beloved, it is so deep because of they are not yet married. So of course, sometimes married as well. Here Krishna queens, that is thing. But here when it comes to Krishna and Radharani, it is it's more deep, lover and beloved. And here not only Radharani, but if we just think that we are also part and parcels of Radharani, we can have got here some similar kind of feelings exchange with Krishna. तम् आत्मजैः दृष्टिभिः अन्तरात्मना धुरन्तभावाः परिरेभिरे पतिम्. This is a dhuranta bhava. When we see the Krishna, what they here, Krishna's queens, as soon as Krishna comes from the Hastinapura to Dwaraka, there immediately they have got so much of separation. Now they are embracing the Lord by sending their children. Tam Atmajaihi, by sending the children. Drushtibihi, by the eyes. Antaratmana, in the heart. Duranta Bhavaha Parire Patim. Parire Patim. So they are embracing the Lord in the three ways. This is called Dhuranta Bhava. So when we have got that mood established with Krishna like that. So this is what Vaiklavya Bhashpakalaya Muhuradhyamanah Tachapajittabadishim Sanikaihi Viyumte. So this is the Vaiklavya Bhashpakalaya. So in a mood, keeping the tears in their eyes, one can experience these feelings when that relation is it is going to so deep. Okay, so and this again, these love anxieties are exhibited in the Srimad Bhagavatam by Krishna's queens. I don't know what is this one. Kurari Vila Kurari Vilapasitvam Vita Nidhanaseshe Swapiti Jagati Ratriam Ishvaro Gupta Bhodaha Vayam Yuva Saki Kaschid Gada Nirvidha Cheta and Nalina Nayana Asodhara Lilekitena. So this is what is. The queen said, O Kurari bird, you are lamenting. Now it is night, and somewhere in this world the Supreme Lord is asleep in a hidden place. But you are wide awake, O friend, unable to fall asleep. Is it that like us, you have had your heart pierced to the core by the lotus-eyed Lord's munificent, playful, smiling glances? Okay, so very beautifully explained here the mood of queens. Maybe Prabhupada is explaining. Okay, in the purport, Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that the transcendental madness, Unmadha, of the queens filled them with such ecstasy that they saw their own mood reflected in everyone and everything else. Here they point out to the Kurari bird, whom they take to be sorrowing over separation from Lord Krishna, that if the Lord actually had any concern for her or themselves, he would not be sleeping comfortably at that moment. They warn that Kurari not to expect Krishna to hear her lamentation and show some mercy, in case the Kurari might think that Krishna is sleeping with his queens. They deny this by saying that he is Gupta Bhoda. His whereabouts are unknown to them. He is out in the world somewhere this night, but they have no idea where to go looking for him. Ah, dear bird, they cry. Even though you are a simple creature, your heart has been deeply pierced, just like us, just like ours. You must have had some contact then with our Krishna. What keeps you from giving up your hopeless attachment to him? See, very beautifully explaining the feelings here, the state of mind about um, so Krishna's queens. The queens said to bird, Kurari bird. Anything, any points, devotees you wanted to share in this one? Dada Sevka Mataji. Okay, so those are all the love anxieties by Krishna's queens. So who kept awake nights and watched him asleep. So beautiful. Okay, so we shall stop there. Anything else, dear devotees, you wanted to share or add? Otherwise, we shall move to the next part. If you do not have anything to share or ask questions, something like that. Okay, so if there are no question sharings, then we shall move to the Narsimha prayers. If you're all happy, Radha Shekha Mataji, are you happy to move further? Okay. I think Mataji is in mute. Okay. Can I request Gaurinya Mataji and Swarup Prabhuji to do the Narsimha prayers? Gaurinya Mataji lead and then Swarup Prabhuji follow.
Sure, Prabhu.
Gaurinya Mataji, are you ready to sing Narsimha prayers?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Simhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Narasimhaya.
Pradadadadaine.
Praladadaine.
Praladadadaine.
Praladadaine.
Hiranyakashipurvachahai.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaya.
Hiranyakashipurvachahai.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaya.
Shilatankarnakhalaye.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Shilatankarnakhalaye.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Ito nasimo parato nasimo.
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho.
Ito nasimo parato nasimo.
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho.
Yeto yeto yami tato nasimo.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimho.
Yeto yeto yami tato nasimo.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimho.
Bahir nasimo hridaye nasimo.
Bahi Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho.
Bahir nasimo hridaye nasimo.
Bahi Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho.
Narasingha Madim Saranam Prapade.
Narasimha Kamadim Sharanam Prapade.
Narasingamadim Saranam Prapade.
Narasingamadim Sharanam Prapade.
Tabakara Kamalavare Naka Adhuta Singam Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanu Bringa Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare
Tavakara Kamalavare Natham Adhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanubhingam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare
Tavakara Kamala Bare Naka Adbhuta Singam Dalita Hiranyakashipur Tanu Vringa Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare
Tavakara Kamalavare Natham Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanubhingam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare
Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
Jayo Nasimadev, Jayo Nasimadev, Jayo Nasimadev, Jayo Nasimadev.
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय जय नरसिंहदेव
Jaya Nasimadev, Jaya Nasimadev, Jaya Nasimadev, Jaya Nasimadev.
Jaya
जय
Nrsimhadev.
नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya
जय प्रहलाद महाराज
Jaya
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya
जय
Prabhupada
प्रभुपद
Jaya
जय
Pada Jaya Prabhupada
Pada
Prabhupada
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Srila Guru Deva.
Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
श्री श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की
Jai
Jai.
प्रहलाद महाराज की
Jai
Jai.
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
Jai
Jai.
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
Jai
Jai.
निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे
Hari Hari.
Hari Hari
हरि हरि
Bol.
बोल हरे कृष्ण.
So beautiful.
Hare Krishna.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी, थैंक यू माता जी. हरे कृष्ण.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Very grateful Prabhuji and Mataji. So blissful. Okay, so Radha Sekha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for like doing everything beforehand. Sorry I was late today because I just yesterday I haven't got my car at the moment, so it takes me like I'm traveling 4 hours a day. It's very tiring, and
Yes,
today the train was late as well, so
Mataji, thank you so much.
I apologize.
Okay, so if you are happy, then we shall conclude our session for tonight and then see you tomorrow morning for Japa session at 5:30 a.m.
Vancha
Yes,
kalpatarobhyascha
sir. Vivad Vidhai
सिंधु
सिंधु
Anam
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानं
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
पावनेभ्यो
नमः.
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
Anantakoti
Anantakoటి
Vaishnava
अनंतकोटि
Vaishnava
Ki
वैष्णववृंद की
Jai,
की
जय.
जय
श्री
Ki
प्रभुपाद
Jai.
की जय.
जय.
Hare Krishna.
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण.
कृष्ण.